All right. Well, hi, everybody. Kellen Keck here, broker owner, City to Shore, Port City Associates here in Manistee and soon to be in Ludington. So we're getting ready to open that up here shortly. So joining me today, Mindy Sedelmaier, Caliber Home Loans. Hello, Mindy. Welcome.
Thank you, Kellen.
So wanted to just do a quick chat here, talking about options for buyers. I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there as to what the interest rates are, what loan programs are available. And you and I had a discussion last week talking about a good option for a lot of buyers right now and what that means for their interest rate. So wanted to have you kind of join us here and maybe share a little bit about that and kind of what you've been doing as of lately with the MSHDA loan program.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you having me today. MSHDA offers first-time home buyers, or in our case of a targeted area, they don't necessarily have to be first-time home buyers. They just cannot currently own a home. The opportunity to have down payment assistance. So most areas are $7,500 down payment assistance. Manistee, the 49660 zip code, is actually $10,000 in down payment assistance that is allotted if you qualify. MSHDA is like a second program. So you still would qualify for conventional, USDA, VA, FHA, and then MSHDA would just be like a second program to that. So it backs it. VA, I will just stop there. VA actually allows MSHDA, but does not allow the down payment assistance portion to that. They allow it for the interest rate.
Okay.
MSHDA is a hot program right now, not only because of their down payment assistance, because of the interest rates. The interest rates are set. They're set for every single person that does MSHDA, and they're the lowest rate available right now. If you use the program without the down payment assistance, it's 5.875. If you utilize the 7,500 or the 10,000 in down payment assistance, the rate's 6.375, and that's regardless of your credit score.
And just for some context, I mean, what is like a conventional, a standard 30-year mortgage rate right now? What can people expect just to be able to see what that difference is?
About 6.5 or higher, depending on your credit score. You know, they're fluctuating a lot of times 3 to 4 times a day right now. As of a month ago, rates for a 20% down conventional with 740 credit score was 7.375.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're seeing the up and down right now in the roller coaster.
Okay. And is there any qualifications that the buyer has to meet, or is there anything that they have to do? I thought at one point there was some stuff with MSHDA as far as like a class that had to be taken. Is that still the case with that?
That is correct. So MSHDA requires a home ownership counseling course, and actually most of the loan programs now, if you're a first-time home buyer, require that. It is free. It's online. It only takes a couple hours.
Okay, so pretty simple. So when it comes to, I know like FHA, VA, the condition requirements of the home, does MSHDA carry that same thing, or is there things maybe a buyer should be concerned about when they're looking for that home?
MSHDA follows the product it's paired with guidelines. So if it's conventional appraisal requirements. If it's FHA, it's FHA requirements. It's FHA document requirements. All of the things require just the program you're pairing it with.
Okay. Is there anything, I mean, I know you mentioned the first-time home buyers, but is there anything that would, maybe some questions that maybe somebody should ask you as far as do they qualify for MSHDA? I mean, what can they look at? I mean, what's the best way just to kind of have that conversation with you, I would imagine?
So pre-approval is always the best option. And in this market, we are asking for a standard pre-approval. We want to collect all their documents to make sure there's no surprises. You do have to qualify credit-wise and income-wise for the county you are purchasing in. So there's a couple things that we have to make sure you qualify on.
Okay. All right. So really not a huge difference, but other than the cost savings on the interest rates on the front side, it sounds like can be pretty significant depending on if you're using that down payment assistance or not. So that's pretty big. So as far as the down payment assistance, should somebody need or have a desire for that, is there some stipulations in regards to that down payment assistance for like the length of the home, like how long you own the home?
So MSHDA is a silent second lien on the program. It is repayable if you ever sell the home. You can
Okay.
refinance, you can continue to pay your mortgage payment. It's like a mortgage out there that you never repay unless you sell it. There's no interest rate, so it's 0%. So if you borrow $7,500, you would pay $7,500 back in the end.
Perfect. So it sounds like a pretty good one. And like I said, I think there's a lot of misconceptions and some people that maybe don't necessarily know what options are available to them. And I think this is a really, really good option, especially for the first-time home buyer right now who maybe, weren't in a position over the last couple of years when the interest rates were where they were to buy a home. So trying to connect now and not having that competition, I think is huge. So this is, I think, a really, really good option for some of these home buyers to get these people in there, get them out of the rental stranglehold that they may be in, where they just can't escape that and actually start paying their own mortgage. So I think that's really a good thing. So what are you seeing for turn times on MSHDA right now? I mean, as far as from contract to close, are we seeing any longer lead times on getting that stuff, the financing done?
So they've actually caught up. MSHDA's on just a couple days, 5-day turn time right now. So once your loan is approved, we have to have the appraisal, the credit, everything cleared. Then your file goes to MSHDA, and then a 5 days from there, they send over their conditions or their approval. So not too much add-on time. As of a couple months ago, they were way behind, but they've caught up, thank goodness.
Gotcha. So perfect. So it sounds like it's just a really good option. I'm pretty excited about it. I know that's kind of one thing I've talked with a few of my clients about now. So trying to link up and get some folks pre-approved through that program, I think will really help put some people in some homes here this winter. We're still a little bit low on inventory, so I think getting into it now versus waiting until the spring when things ramp up again might just be a little bit more of a stressful situation in the spring for buyers. So I think trying to connect now and get that ball rolling, I think would be widely beneficial. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what's the best way to get a hold of you? So
my online application page is www.caliberhomeloans.com/M Sedelmaier or 231-233-0963, my phone.
Perfect. So, and you can handle a lot of this stuff in more than just the Manistee area. I know you can handle pretty broad region all the way around northern Michigan, western Michigan, things like that. So folks can get in touch with you for a lot of different opportunities.
Yeah, actually, I've closed MSHDA loans all over the state of Michigan this year. I was in the top 5 for lenders with MSHDA in 2022 and 2021.
Nice. Well, good deal. I'm excited for it. I think 2023, regardless of kind of where our interest rates are, I'm excited for the opportunity especially for buyers. I know I've got a few people coming back around now that have kind of gotten stymied the last couple of years. And if we can get them off that hamster wheel of renting perpetually, this I think is a really good opportunity. And I think this is something all people should kind of be looking into and really understand what their options are when they're looking at buying a home. Because I think, the next few months are going to be really good. And then I do think, we've seen some drop in inventory a little bit in the last 6 weeks. I think it might just make for another tight spring like what we've seen. So I really appreciate you coming on. I think this is really good information. I think that it's a really good opportunity for people here, as we start looking towards the spring months. I know it's crazy to say with the impending snow and the holidays coming up, but I'm looking forward to it. So.
Yeah, I'd love to add that MSHDA is giving us the competitive edge on bids. We're not having to ask for sellers' concessions, which is where the sellers help pay for closing costs and prepaids. It's allowing more buyers to fit into the conventional guidelines because it's helping with the rest of that down payment where, maybe they didn't qualify for potentially USDA or the 100% program. They can qualify for the 3% down conventional, get lower PMI, private mortgage insurance. There's just so many benefits to the MSHDA program that we're seeing right now.
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds great. Like I said, I've been trying to get some folks into that and talk to them about it. So that's really all I've got, unless you got something else you wanted to add on to this. But otherwise, I think it's just really good information and just trying to get that out to the public as to what options are available.
Well, we appreciate that, Kellen, and thank you for having me today. Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.